we have 7 minutes. I just wanted to wrap up.
All right, so this semester, you've had your journeys, I've had mine. You remember probably close to the first day, I asked you to Google different words and definitions, right? Deaf, impairment, those. And I think it was eye-opening from day one. And as we worked our way through the course material, and I know that some of you already knew a little bit about deaf culture. Some of you came in with no understanding or knowledge that even a culture existed. And so it's been quite a journey. I like to look back on the famous deaf people presentations and the project on comparing deaf communities across the globe. And so I just think that all of those pieces of what we've covered this semester have been valuable, and there's worth to it all. And now, in the future, as you go out into your future careers, your future fields of work, that you can make an impact. As one of you mentioned already, you know, thank you for your learning in this class, and you thanked me for the learning that's going to be available to your future students. So I hope it does inform your approach. And I hope that there's that snowball effect, that ripple effect, where awareness just keeps on going and spreading. That's my ultimate goal for this class. I can't change the world. One person can't, all right? But each person making a difference in their respective worlds can do it, right? It's too much for just one of us. But little by little, we have that domino effect, and this is a really good place to start. All right, and so as you continue taking courses in the College of Nursing and Medical Sciences, in the College of Sciences, CSD, whatever field you're going to be in, all right, you've got some knowledge, you have some awareness now, you have resources, okay? And so I feel like you can have an educated discussion, and you can share your knowledge around culture and language with the people that you're going to interact with, all right? So it's all part of growth, part of the process. Bottom line is diversity is key. Diversity is beauty. Diversity leads to more and more acceptance and more allies, and we make the world a better place. Better educators, better students, through all of our perspectives. This is historic for me. I look back today at when I started here at UVM 5 years ago. I was excited about the offer to teach at the University of Vermont. That's my first time teaching at the university level. I was thrilled. I mean, I was also going through a transition because I was new to Vermont, and Vermont has its own culture. The deaf community is different here. The interpreting community is different here. The deaf-blind community is different. Just like anything, Vermont is unique. And so I was going through quite of a process of adjustment. And as I started teaching, I think probably at that time we've had probably 6 different ASL teachers. And so I was meeting a lot of the other faculty. And I look at where we've gone in the past 5 years, the growth. And it's a lot of change, a lot of positive change. And soon we're holding out for that ASL minor. I'm thinking it's going to be, we're almost there, it's going to be approved. I think at the change of the Understanding Deaf Culture class, now it satisfies a D2 elective. I mean, that was a huge change over the last 5 years. We've added a deaf-blind course, so that was taught for the first time this semester. I violently advocated enough to get visual interpreters. We've seen the ASL Club take their activities to new levels. And so we've seen that impact the deaf community here in the state. So my journey has been significant. My journey as a deaf-blind person, and accepting that identity has been part of the process for me over the last couple years. And, you know, just being able, probably 2 years ago, to identify as a deaf-blind person. And, you know, I do have a disability, and just coming to terms with that, you know what? And that was new for me, and I feel proud of that. And I feel proud of you all leaving this class ready to tackle on your future endeavors. and you being advocates and allies and challenging people who think disability has a stigma. I encourage you to have these tough conversations and say, you know what, disabled people or deaf people have choices. They have autonomy, and they live valuable, worthwhile lives, much like the majority culture does. And disability is not the barrier. Attitudes are. And so, and encouraging people to look for role models in their own communities, just like deaf children look for deaf role models. So just encouraging and fostering that attitude and that mindset of growth and open-mindedness. This semester has been tough for me. Today's tough. It's my last day teaching here at UVM, and there's no going back. I'm done. After this, I'm no longer a professor at UVM. It's huge, big ramifications, and it hasn't been easy coming to that decision, but I know in my heart of hearts it's the right thing to do. And in the future, you know, it's a new chapter for me, and in some ways that feels exciting to me. And I know that UVM is in good hands as I transition out. We've got 2 amazing new lecturers. We're in the process of hiring a new deaf professional, and they're amazing teachers, and they're going to continue to be amazing teachers here that are deaf, and especially excited about the ASL minor and the ASL coursework, the Understanding Deaf Culture. You know, it's just the whole package here is just getting better and better every day as far as deaf access. And so I don't want any of you who are concerned about my leaving to think that the program's going to have any sort of a hiccup, because it's not. It's strong. It's stronger than ever. And the deaf community here is going to make sure it stays strong. And so, of course, any place has room for improvement, and I'm sure that over the next couple of years you'll see even more gains in the deaf community and here at UVM. So that's my hope, and I believe that's going to happen. I believe that you'll even see better interpreting services for the state. So there's a lot of positive things to look forward to. And I can't believe it. 5 years, it was like a blink, okay? It's like I mean, that was my longest employment history here. And some of you were my freshman students, and now you're friends, colleagues, TAs. You know, we've worked together, and even though I won't be working here, I value that, and I know that you'll be my friends into the future. And so I hope you students look back at these as really good days of opportunity for your learning and your growth. So I'll be around next semester. I won't be leaving Vermont. You potentially see me out at deaf community events. I may show up at an ASL club meeting. I may do a presentation or 2 on campus. Who knows? But I'm not gone, all right? I will probably transition out of the state of Vermont. 2018 probably will be my last year here around the state. But I'm looking forward to a change, and again, I'm emphasizing that new chapter for me. So thank you all for your part in my journey. Thank you for everything we've learned together. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. We learned together, and so I just challenge you to continue that. Stay strong until the end of semester. And then take your knowledge and make the world a better place, okay? Deaf culture is rich. I hope that that's one takeaway that you're taking with you. Good luck. Be safe. Take care. Be well. Happy end of the semester. Go celebrate. Yay.